Hello book friends, welcome back to my channel, The Book Judge. Again, for the month of December, I'm leaving all the judge robes off, just wearing regular clothes because I have decided everything I've picked for you is a winner. Once again, you can see my gavel back here in the corner of my desk in my library. Today, I'm going to do something very out of character. I'm actually going to recommend books and 2 movies that you should have for every Christmas season to watch in your home. You did hear me right. I am not much of a film fan. I tend to love the old classics. I can't help it. There are 2 fairly new films, one produced almost a decade ago, one that came out on film on the big screen last year that I did not get to go see because I believe I was having ankle surgery. Music was a part of my life growing up. Because music and Christmas go together for me, I'm going to recommend 4 incredible resources, 2 of which are books, 2 of which are movies that you need to have in your home this Christmas. My first one is a film that came out a little over a decade ago. We might even be going on 15 years. I haven't checked the date, but it is a special film. It is hard to get. I saw one last copy available on Amazon.com, so you may have to do your research on this one. Silent Night. This is not a documentary. This is a well-written, well-filmed piece of cinematography. Joseph Moore, the main character, created this lullaby to be sung at midnight mass in his church when the organ failed. I talked about that in my very last video. What a beautiful movie. See all those little certificates, those red wreaths at the top of this DVD? This means this film won multiple international awards. This film is hard to find, but it is beautiful. It is precious. If you're a history lover, you're gonna appreciate this film. If you're a music lover, you are going to appreciate this film. This kind of gives us a real life setting for what times were like, what the church was going through, how difficult times were. It's gonna be hard to find this film. I saw 1 copy left at Amazon. You may have to go to a local used bookseller. It's all in English and it's stunningly beautiful. Next up on our Christmas music book film list is I Heard the Bells. I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. This is a well-known carol. It was like Silent Night in that it was first created as a poem and then turned into a song. This wonderful film was out on the big screen, I believe, last year. Do you know that my kids looked up the film and it has a 98% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes? I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. This is from the poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. If you're like me, over the age of at least 40 or more, you probably had to memorize his poetry in high school and college and be able to recite it and explain the meaning of his words. He was kind of a star, a stunning star in his time, and this film does a fantastic job of capturing it. I have to tell you, I found the best price at Walmart.com. It's a little bitty Blu-ray DVD, and at the end, it shows you so much of the history. It shows you where the setting was. It shows you how they made the film. They didn't even intentionally set out to make a film when they just did a few screen tests and realized maybe they were onto something. So think about it. This is a true Christmas carol written here in America. This movie is fantastic. You've got to buy this DVD. I don't think there's any way to stream it. You've got to buy this DVD. I don't think there's any way to stream it. On to our only 2 books that I'm going to recommend tonight, and they have something to do with music and Christmas carols too. I wouldn't want your family to go without these books. I wouldn't want your children, your grandchildren, your nieces or nephews to miss out on them. In fact, one of them is so intricate and so beautiful, I really think it's for the artistically gifted in your life, or if you have that person who loves seeking and finding very hard pictures within pictures, this next book is for you. The 12 Days of Christmas by Laurel Long. This entire book, thin though it is literally a work of art. Look on the back here. You're going to see the colored photo, and then you're going to see a black and white photo that reveals the hidden pictures in each of the 12 days of Christmas. We start out with a partridge in a pear tree, but our artist builds on every subsequent day. She includes the partridge in a pear tree in the next set of drawings, and in the next set of drawings, 2 turtle doves. And in the next set of drawings, and in the next set of drawings, by the time you've reached the 12th day of Christmas, you have a lot of creatures to look for. They're hidden in all kinds of places. This is most definitely for the artistically inclined. This is a gorgeous, detailed book. This is for the artistically inclined and for those of you who love to challenge your mind. I'm well over my 40s and so is my husband, and every year we sit down and look at this book and go, where was that one thing again? If the Lord allows me and my husband to live into our 90s, we will probably have to help each other find the partridge in the pear tree on day one. It's just that good. We get it out every year. It's a lot of fun, and guests at our home enjoy looking at it too. Buy this, put it in your library, and get it out year after year. Finally, my last Christmas Carol book. It looks very much like the book I recommended just the other day. But it is not the same book. It is totally built on a carol. We Three Kings of Orient are. Now you can see how detailed the artwork is on this book. Somebody put a lot of thought into it. It reminds me very much of Renaissance renewal. It reminds me of when people took their craft seriously as artists, and this carol is represented throughout the pages. I think when families and kids can put words with art, it stays in their mind. It becomes a part of their Christmas narrative. And again, we know that the kings or the magi, or the king who sent the magi, came much later after Christ was born. But this story goes in line with the idea that the magi, that the wise men, that the kings all showed up on the very same night as the shepherds when Mary gave birth to the Christ child. Whether that's true or not does not take away from the beauty of the carol, which is written in its original hymnal form. So if you play piano like I do, you can play the song in the back. And if you need the words, they're also located in the back. Tonight was all about music. Christmas and music go together. Think handbells, think nutcracker, think ballets, think Christmas choirs, think symphony and orchestra. Make music a part of your Christmas. Let me know in the comments where you found the films and where you could get them the cheapest. I need audience participation here. Let me know where you found the books. Let's start helping each other build our libraries for as few dollars and cents as possible. Let's save money. We're living in times of inflation. So if you find the best deal, post it in my comments in the YouTube channel, post it on my Facebook page, The Book Judge, or reach out to me through bookandgavel@gmail.com if you feel especially shy, and I will post the best price and the best place to get these. Get these things today. You won't be sorry. Today is a special day for me. December 5th. 31 years ago today, my mom went home to be with the Lord in heaven. I was very young, had just graduated from college, and I would like to dedicate this particular video in memory of my mother, Sylvia Maris. I think she would approve. Today was kind of a hard day. I really miss her. I don't think you have forever to share these moments. Use what time you have now to build memories and show people your love. God bless you, and I'll see you next time with some gifting ideas. I may have 1 or 2 more books I have to recommend to you for this season. Forgive the teary-eyedness, but Christmas can be hard sometimes. And this day, 31 years ago, I had to say goodbye to my mom on this side, and I miss her. So love the people that God has placed in your life right now, all you can, while you can. Before I cry, I'm going to say see you next time, book friends. I'd love to hear from you. Goodbye.